Hello. First of all, I haven't used this microphone in a very long time because I upgraded to my other one. But if the quality is still good, it's just a testament to how good this microphone is. सही है. But hello. Normally मैं stories बनाता था whenever I had shit like this in mind, but I just feel like talking. You know, I just feel like talking right now. So let's see where this goes. So a couple days ago, I talked about my anxieties and how normally ever since Ramadan I've been trying to get better at just being closer to Allah, closer to God and Islam, and just trying to become a better Muslim, and you know मुझे उससे काफ़ी पीस आया था. अभी भी काफ़ी पीस आता है, बट यू नो सीन ये होता था कि whenever I did pray, I did feel peace after it. मुझे I didn't feel like you know depressed or anxious after I prayed for myself feeling better and कि अल्लाह ताला आसानियाँ पैदा करें. But the previous Juma was different and very different, very 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 fucking different. So let's talk about that for a second. So last Juma ये हुआ था कि मतलब I was feeling very anxious the entire week. I felt very guilty. बहुत ज़्यादा guilty actually. I still feel that sense of guiltiness in me काफ़ी हद तक, because I did something I'm not very proud of, and उसकी वजह से it was affecting me for a very very, how do I put this, how do I make this sound less fucked up. It was making me feel like shit. सही है. तो I normally pray whenever I feel like this, and I'm proud of that. Okay, I'm going for praying rather than substances or stuff like that. So I prayed. कुछ नहीं हुआ. सही है. I just felt more anxious and I just didn't know what to do. So after that, I waited for Juma, क्योंकि जुम्मे को I normally pray more longer. मैं पहले चला जाता हूँ. तो I waited for Juma and Juma आ गया. तो I was looking forward to that day for a specific reason. And I went to pray. नमाज़ पढ़ ली, सारा कुछ कर लिया, दुआ कर ली मैंने. दिल से की थी मैंने, काफ़ी लंबी दुआ की थी मैंने, for everyone I care about, for all my friends, for myself, to keep me on a path which is good. And even after that, मैं expect कर रहा था कि मुझे peace आ जाएगी, but नहीं आई. Very very restless even after that, and I felt very depressed actually after that. तो मुझे नहीं समझ आ रही थी कि क्या मसला हो रहा है. So that feeling lasted for like a couple days till Sunday evening, and suddenly when मैं ऊपर बैठा हुआ था in the section of my house which none of us go to anymore, क्योंकि it's just like a fucking storage space at this point. But I was just sitting there and I just felt like a rush of memories come in about the past. And I'm a deeply nostalgic person. कभी कभार मुझे लगता है कि बहुत ही overly nostalgic हो जाता हूँ मैं. Sometimes I feel like I delve too much into the past and that it's wrong. But I think internally I'm trying to look at how far I've come and I'm trying to be proud of that. But should I be proud of that if I still end up hurting people? That was a question I asked myself, and I'm still working on it. I'm still working on myself. I'm trying to do better, but time लगता है, ज़ाहिरी बात है. And I have a lot of more shit going on regarding exams and universities and shit like that. But Sunday evening, I was just chilling upstairs. I was just listening to music, and आई थिंक मैंने स्टोरीज़ के अंदर बात की थी कि मैं पीटर कैट रिकॉर्डिंग का वो एल्बम सुन रहा था, बिस्मिल्लाह नामी, एंड दे हैड दिस सॉन्ग कॉल्ड फ्लोटेड बाय. किसके मैसेज आ रहे हैं? Shit, man, like I'm pretty famous. But हाँ, उनका एक गाना आया था फ्लोटेड बाय, which I started listening to, and उसके lyrics aren't that advanced. Just just talking about time moving by, and but in that moment, that particular moment, it hit me. So I was like, what the fuck, gang, what the fuck, and I just felt this sense of peace while thinking about the past. It was interesting. It was very interesting. But I felt better after that, and I've slowly rebuilt that betterment. And this week has been slightly nicer. There's been ups and downs, but that's life, So I think what I'm trying to get at over here, if I just like narrow down my thoughts, what am I trying to say? I think the lesson that I learned from this was that sometimes you have to be patient, and sometimes things happen for a reason that क्योंकि तुम इंसान हो, तुम्हें नहीं पता चलता कि like what's the inherent reason behind why you're feeling like this, and I think you have to search inside about yourself and learn about yourself to actually start to do better in life. I'm nowhere near perfect. I get compliments from my friends. जैसे कल आरिश ने मुझे मैसेज किया था. Let me read it out for you. It was like a very nice message. बहुत अच्छा बंदा है ये, बहुत अच्छा बंदा है, and I pray that he's always successful because he's always supported me. मुझे याद है जब he first discovered I made music, उसने बड़ी मतलब but he says, yo Hanson, just wanted to say I love you, DAGW, dog Canada, but Dago कह दिया इसने. I'm inspired by your approach to life and art and how you derive meaning from it. The way you make sure to tweak little things to reflect on your life to stay in touch with reality is amazing, and probably the reason you are as caring and humble as you are. It was a nice message. It was a very nice message, and I'm very thankful that I have people around me that can appreciate me. But in that moment, I felt like that's a half truth, And the reason behind that is कि मेरे अंदर ego problem है. It's not something that I can't control. It's just something that I have to get better at dealing with, and I'm trying my level best. I'm trying to practice humility. I'm trying to practice being thankful for things in my life that don't necessarily that don't necessarily have me feeling like I need to do better to maintain them. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. I mean, the whole reason I'm even making this video or even posting it is, bro, kaun message kar hai? Kaun message? Shit, I'm sorry. But the whole reason I'm even making this video is because I realized that the more I talk about things, the more I, let people know about myself and my approach to things, the more I get better at dealing with things. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. I hope मैं yap नहीं कर रहा. I don't want to let my ego take the best of me. मुझे काफ़ी gifts मिले अल्लाह ताला की तरफ से, which I'm very thankful about. I would say I'm a creative person. I would say that I do have these skills in me when it comes to art, when it comes to filmmaking or music, and I've polished them, but उस सब का फ़ायदा नहीं है if I can't look at another person's art or look at another person's ability and feel like, oh, इससे तो मैं बेहतर हूँ, oh, इससे तो, oh, this shit is ass, I make better music, man, I make, उसका फ़ायदा नहीं होता, and another thing which is interesting, which I realized, is that I can't listen to hip hop anymore. I'm not clowning on the genre. I'm not saying that hip hop अच्छा genre नहीं है. It's a good genre. It's nice. I've everything about my music started from that genre, but now I just can't listen to it anymore. I can't listen to people talking about fucking bitches. I can't listen to people talking about flexing money, or even if there's, you know, uh, an inherent story behind those lyrics, in an inherent, timeline of events. I just like शुगल के लिए सुन सकता हूँ, but like I don't fuck with it anymore. I don't know why. And you know I think this might have been my last year making hip hop music, because even for the next album that I'm working on, बड़ा experimental type है, बड़ा, it's like a concept album based on a train because I wanted to get in my singer songwriter bag. I think that's the direction I want to take music, and the direction I want to take art as a whole and my life as a whole. I just hope that I don't fuck things up. That's just one thing that I've been thinking about. And मैं ये वीडियो इसलिए नहीं बनाना चाह रहा था कि people have sympathy over me, people feel bad for me, and people are like, no Hassan, you're so cool, you Hassan, thank you for this and that, and bro, you need to be like, I think I'm just doing this for myself. I'm not trying to just say shit for no reason, or say shit that's meaningless. I just want to know that whoever needs to hear this, whoever's going through the same moral dilemmas or questions about life as me, or whoever's feeling this anxiety when it comes to prayer, or whoever can just relate to it in my friend group, or anything. I hope okay, I've been going through this as well, and I'm sure that there's a lot of people that are going through this exact emotion as well. And हो जाता है सीन, हो जाता है, बेहतरी आ जाती है. So yeah, I kind of like this actually. Like just talking is fun. This is like a fucking 10-minute video at this point, but I don't give a fuck. I don't give a shit. Because I used to make YouTube videos when I was a kid, and I had that Instagram page जो मेरा अभी भी है Scrubs Wave वाला. It used to be called Mr. Scrubs, and I used to make fucking videos in which I was clowning myself or clowning people or just doing shit, and it was just me talking into a camera pretending to be a fucking YouTuber, but like but life, I hope whoever's anxious, whoever's feeling like नहीं हो पाएगा कुछ भी, ज़िंदगी बहुत टफ है, मैं नहीं कर पाऊँगा ये, whatever goal you have set in your mind, I hope regardless of how hard it seems, I hope that you push through. आज सुबह मैंने सिकंदर का मंदिर का एक गाना सुना था, हिम्मत, which pumped me up to just not only approach exams with positivity, but approach life with positivity, because there's so much but there's so much negativity going around in the world. Pakistan India का भी scene हो रहा है, Palestine, Israel, there's genocides everywhere in the world, and I think we all just get fed this negative narrative about everything, and that makes us feel less good about things in general and approach life with such negativity. When if you start seeing the good in things, I think हो जाता है set scene. And I hope the world heals, because I'm not trying to get fucking nuked to oblivion, but I hope this video helped anybody who's listened, anybody who stayed to listen, and if you did, I'm thankful, man. Thank you. तो yes.